I'm really excited now because I watched this man's first episode for his brand new show, 12 Dishes in 12 Hours, last night. It's on ITV1 and it's so good. Not only is the show a brilliant format, but this man is like sunshine on screen. The wonderful Big Zuu. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Oh, it's Big Zuu, I absolutely adore you, firstly. We've just got to get this out the way. You've just got that vibe about you. You just welcome everybody in, you know. When you watch you, you're so dedicated about your food. Where did the love come from?
I guess growing up, I was always a young fat man. I love food from my birth. And I guess it's part of the culture of growing up in a West African household. You know, food is the centerpiece for conversations, for life, and I've always just loved food.
I mean, and this new show, so I was watching it last night. The first one starts in Bologna, yeah?
Yep.
So you're in Bologna and you have got 12 hours. And you do this in real time, right?
Yeah.
There's no faking it, right?
No.
Okay, so you got 12 hours and you take a guest with you, right? Every single week you have a different guest. Last night, it was the one I watched, it was Will Poulter, Hollywood actor. You know, he's been in so many big Hollywood films. You take him to have 12 different meals in 12 hours. How do you manage all that food?
I'll be real. It took a lot of willpower to get through it. No pun intended. It at first, you know, people, when I told people the job, they were like, bro, you're getting paid to eat food across the world. Mm-hmm. But then when I realized that I had to have 12 separate dishes in 12 hours, my body started realizing this is not as feasible as you think it is. So after the first ep, I was like, this is great. But then by the 4th, 5th ep, I was like, maybe we should change the format to 6 dishes in 6 hours. But nah, it's, you know, we're very lucky, very blessed to be able to do what we do. And let's just say my belly expanded.
I was imagining, and it was really, I thought Will did so well, because you know these Hollywood actors, you know what they're like. I mean, a lot of them don't even eat like bread. You know, they're like allergic to carbs, these lads. And he really tucked in.
Will really loves food. His mum has backgrounds in cooking, and he comes from a family where food was a big part of their life. So he's a big lad as well. You know, he just done Guardians of the Galaxy, and he got really buff for that role.
Yeah,
so
he did.
He was like, I had to eat a lot of food to get big. So it wasn't a big issue for him. But yeah, genuinely. By the end of the shoots, we was like, you just don't want to look at food. I don't want to see breakfast. I don't want to see anything. I just want to drink water.
You need a juice cleanse or something after that. Do you know what I mean? A full juice cleanse. But it is, I mean the format, when I watched it, when I sort of like watched, and it's exactly what your friends were saying to you. You know, I mean, this is a dream job. I mean, you're literally going around the world to some of the most incredible cuisines. I mean, you know, Bologna, you know, it's the home of the bolognese, you know. Mm-hmm. So you're starting there, and you started with bolognese for breakfast, if I've just got to tell them. You know, you had a bolognese, a full pasta bolognese for breakfast, and that's where the first meal started. But I mean, you must have learned so much about food on that journey.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Being able to go to incredible places across Europe with incredible people. What was beautiful was that we got to meet such passionate people who have been making food in their local area for their lifetime. And sometimes they didn't even know what we was filming. They're like, what is this? I didn't even know what this show you're making is. So they didn't even know where it was going. They didn't know that they're going to end up on ITV Saturday night, like prime time slot. Yeah. They just wanted to share their food with the world. And I think that was the best part of it, is that I got to really learn about like proper local cuisine. The next episode that comes out today with Eddie Caddies in Cyprus. Oh. And, you know, all I ever aligned Cyprus with was Ayia Napa, you know, growing up, performing in Ayia Napa and going out there with my friends. I never really looked at the Cypriot cuisine, but they got such an array of food that's just incredible. So it's really nice to learn about different culture.
You know, what's your normal Saturday morning like?
You know what? It depends on how my Friday night went.
So what happened last night for you? Was it a slow one? Was it a big one?
Do you know what? I just flew back from Sierra Leone. I was back in West Africa for Christmas and New Year's visiting the family. Oh. I landed on Thursday. So Friday was kind of like getting back used to the extreme cold weather that we are having right now. You know, turning on a heater and boiling a kettle.
Yes. What is Christmas like out there in Sierra Leone?
Very hot.
Is it?
Very hot, and you know it's not as traditional. There's lack of Christmas trees, lack of presents, but there's family time.
And what about the food?
So I'm half Sierra Leonean and half Lebanese.
Yeah.
So the Lebanese are quite a multicultural country. You know, they have a mix of monotheism. It's not just an Islamic country. They're very mixed. So Christmas is big for Lebanese people. Even Muslim Lebanese people celebrate Christmas.
Wow.
So we have this like stuffed cabbage dish. This stuffed cabbage. I can't remember the name right now from the top of my head, but I had that. And then my dad made fresh shawarma kebab, so it was very good. And then one of my aunties actually brought a turkey.
Yes.
And she's a bit bougie, so the rest of the family was like, "Look at you making a turkey on Christmas." It was hilarious.
I love it. But one of your other passions, cooking, is, you know, food is one of your passions, but so is music. I mean, that's where you started. You know, you started in all that the grime world, you know, all that sort of world, which I absolutely love. But we've just been talking about clubs. You know, clubs back in the day. Everybody's got that one club, Big Zuu, that they remember going to back in the day. Did you have one? Where was it? And what do you remember?
I remember going to Ministry of Sound.
Oh, come on. That is so cool.
Yeah,
that's too cool. Of course. That's just like proper cool. I wanted like the Ritzy and Streatham. You said the Ministry of Sound. Come on.
No, but wait, I'm going to take away the cool factor. So there used to be an event called Under the Radar, UTR.
Yeah.
And I think it was like plus 14s or something, yeah? So I went there when I was like 15.
Yeah, of course.
And like, I'll never forget. I was going there and like, it's like your first time going out, speaking to girls and like just being in the mix. And I remember I watched one of my favorite artists perform live, Mr. JME. And I was just fanboying all over the gaff. Like I was like front row saying all his lyrics to his face. And then years later, I actually performed in that same club with JME. And I was like, if the 15-year-old me would see this right now, he'd pass out on the floor. It was like, I used to always choke. You know the smoke that they put into the rave?
Yes.
You know that annoying, it's so
ice.
annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dry ice. I used to always choke on that. I don't know why. I could never breathe. So whenever that would come in, I'd have to leave and go outside. That's like those are my two best memories, JME and choking on dry ice.
I mean, that must have been a real moment for you to be sort of like come full circle, to be there with your childhood hero on that stage in that club. A Ministry of Sound, Big Zuu, if you don't mind me saying, that's the poshest club. I mean, the coolest club we've had today. I mean, we've had the Pink Coconut in Watford. You know, we've had clubs like that, but you've like dropped the mic and just walked out.
Yeah, sorry.
But it must have been a moment. What was that like for you, standing up there doing that?
I just remember, I just looked at the crowd thinking, that was me.
Yeah.
I was in the crowd.
Yeah.
I was front row saying all the lyrics and now I'm here. I think what it showed me is that you never know where you end up in life. Like, same way, I never thought I'll be eating pasta in Bologna with Will Poulter.
Yeah.
I'm really, really lucky. And you see people who work in entertainment always talk about like luck and how they're blessed. But I genuinely did not predict any of the stuff that will happen in my life. And now I'm here, I'm kind of just like soaking it in and just, you know, just full up from the food that I eat consistently, but I can't complain.
But also, Big Zuu, if you don't mind me saying, not only that, you just shine on screen and you can tell you love what you do. And, you know, it starts to the next one is on tonight, 10 o'clock, ITV1, Big Zoo's 12 dishes in 12 hours. You have to watch it. He's a treat. He's amazing. The show's brilliant. Big Zuu, thank you so much.
Thank you for your kind words. I might cry.
Oh, I love you.
Love you.